we talked about last time. It's more about how could the children, how could they acquire language. And if you just read here the first slide, I want all of you, I would like to invite you to read it. It says here, few linguists are working on how the child manages to construct conceptual categories such as flower or bird, or discrete examples of the category. How could young kids understand that this is a fan, that this is a desk, and this is a flower? To what extent children can really understand that the word here exposes a concept in his mind. It's important to mention that the studies of grammar have monitored the gradual increase in length of utterance and in complexity of the syntax used and the concepts expressed. And here he's just talking about something very interesting. It's the word complexity of syntax. And we discussed before that you can just find that children, they can create linguistic structures and they can make formal sentences and informal utterances. And they do that in a perfect way. And the question here is, how could young kids make something like that? And how could they reach the level of producing linguistic entities and linguistic utterance in a perfect way? We usually say, all right guys, please read the sentence, and I would like you to produce a straightforward sentence. But the question is, how could the children understand that? I would like here today to invite all of you to see another cartoon that I have for all of you. At 4 years old, most kids can say easy, straightforward sentences. Look here at the first part. Say easy, straightforward sentences. And he doesn't understand anything here. Now his mom is just saying, oh no, it is language deficiency. You're going to have like 1 minute to understand what does the cartoonist convey to his readers or to his recipients. What is the core message that we have here in this cartoon? Think about that. Now it's the time for volunteers, so I need volunteers who can tell me freely what you think about this cartoon.
Oh my God.
Any comments? So. Oh yes. Without raising your hands.
There's something wrong with his acquisition of language, which is pressing him to say a straightforward sentence.
All right. All right. So his mom is just pushing him to say something, but he doesn't understand what is that. What should I say, Mom? And she's just telling him, you are a 4-year-old kid now, and you must say sentences. Any more comments?
Yes.
Yes, please.
He cannot complete a sentence. He may say on. He had no ability to complete a sentence. So his mother appeals him to complete his sentence to care his native language correctly.
Right, to take care of his native language. So his mom is just giving him some advice, telling him take care of your language. But the problem is, again, he's a young boy, and he doesn't understand even the style of language that his mom is using towards him. Okay, back again, so.
Something happened wrong during his language acquisition. He was small.
Something wrong happened during the process of language acquisition. There is something wrong happening here. So there is something which is called language deficiency. All right. We would like now, guys, we would like to watch a video here. I brought to you today a video for a certain linguist. He is someone who is specializing in the field of psycholanguage and psycholinguistics. We would like, first of all, we would like to listen to the first 3 minutes of the video, and then after that I'm going to ask you, what did you understand from that? Please get ready with your paper and with your pen. If you'd like to write any comment, you can just get ready for that. Let's go ahead here, guys.
Speaking to you using language, because I can. This is one of these magical abilities that we humans have. We can transmit really complicated thoughts to one another. So what I'm doing right now is I'm making sounds with my mouth as I'm exhaling. I'm making tones and hisses and puffs, and those are creating air vibrations in the air. Those air vibrations are traveling to you, they're hitting your eardrums, and then your brain takes those vibrations from your eardrums and transforms them into thoughts. I hope that's happening. So, because of this ability, we humans are able to transmit our ideas across vast reaches of space and time. Right? We're able to transmit knowledge across minds. I can put a bizarre new idea in your mind right now. I could say, imagine a jellyfish waltzing in a library while thinking about quantum mechanics. Now, if everything has gone relatively well in your life so far, you probably haven't had that thought before. But now I've just made you think it through language. Now, of course, there isn't just one language in the world. There are about 7,000 languages spoken around the world. And all the languages differ from one another in all kinds of ways. So some languages have different sounds, they have different vocabularies, and they also have different structure.
Different sounds, different vocabulary. Your comment. I would like to listen to you today. What did you understand from the first part of the paper? Transmitting knowledge and ideas and concepts by using linguistic structures. This is the first comment. All right.
West edge of Cape York. And what's cool about Puktier is, in Puktier they don't use words like left and right. And instead everything is in cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. And when I say everything, I really mean everything. You would say something like, oh, there's an ant on your southwest leg. Or move your cup to the north-northeast a little bit. In fact, the way that you say hello in Puktier is you say, which way are you going? And the answer should be north-northeast in the far distance. How about you? So imagine as you're walking around your day, every person you greet, you have to report your heading direction. That would actually get you oriented pretty fast, right? Because you literally couldn't get past hello if you didn't know which way you were going. In fact, people who speak languages like this stay oriented really, really well. They stay oriented better than we used to think humans could. We used to think that humans were worse than other creatures because some biological excuse, oh, we don't have magnets in our beaks or in our scales. No, if your language and your culture trains you to do it, actually, you can do it. There are humans around the world who stay oriented really well. And just to get us in agreement about how different this is from the way we do it, I want you all to close your eyes for a second and point southeast. Now keep your eyes closed, point. Okay, so you can open your eyes. I see you guys pointing there, 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 there. I don't know which way it is myself. You have not been a lot of help. So let's just say the accuracy in this room was not very high. This is a big difference in cognitive ability.
Now let me just get back again. Tell me what's the bottom line that you get from the second part here. Let me more volunteers.
Understanding human speech throughout different language.
All right, understanding different speeches.
From old language to modern language, have new expressions for one meaning.
Right. So she connected old languages with the modern languages, and to what extent people can really understand both sides. With some of it again? Yes.
shape how we think?
Oh, did you listen to this question again? So here is a basic question that we have. Does the language shape our way of thinking? That's quite a bit interesting. And here is the question that I have for all of you. Does language shape our way of thinking, our way of dealing, our way of behaving in our society? If you just say yes, give me reasons and evidence. If you say no, you should tell me why did you say no. In English.
Your way of thinking is classy, your language is classy too.
Well, here, Jasmine is just saying something very interesting. So if your language is classy, it reflects your character and your personality, and that means that you are a classy person. The same way, if you are using another different style of language, which is local language, that means you are a local character. That's your argument.
This data explains how the human brain is functioning. But the situation here, as a previous one, she says that the sound certainly affects our knowledge. But for me, I will say, hey, I don't understand what they say. So this is related to the infant. So in my house, my mom will teach me some words, so I will be affected by her or by her behavior. But in the adults, so I will speak Arabic. So for الجاحظ قال في نظريته التحفر فإن عملية اكتساب اللغة لدى البالغين يواجه البالغ مجموعة من الصعوبات ولا يمكن أن يتحدث اللهجة كما يتحدثها أهلها وذلك يرجع إلى العمليات العقلية الأولى التي يتعرض لها الفرد.
Alright, so it's all about the mental processes that a person is having at his early stage childhood, for example, and based on the first early stage, he is more or less affected by that. That's another good argument. That's a very good argument as well. Any more comments here? Any more comments? Yes. The question that is very interesting again, and I think that I'd like just to tell everyone here to think about that today until we meet again next week, how language could shape our way of thinking, our character, even our lifestyle. In another way, do you think that our lifestyle is affected by our language? Or language is affected by our lifestyle? That's an interesting part. All right.